So, welcome back to Tactical Tuesday, RIP versus HSR, SVG, and SB. After a grueling round one, we took an extended break while replacements were brought in. I still have Gek here with me, and we will be
Absolutely.
live on start. So, about 90 seconds.
Yep. And that was an interesting round one, I would say. A wrist-slitting 2 hours of gameplay there.
Yeah, we were 10 minutes shy of a full 2 hours.
Yeah, culminating in completely nothing.
It was a 151 ticket victory for Rusty and Placers. Let's see how round 2 goes. The Russian forces will have to win by 152 tickets to win.
Track. We will take southernmost track and we'll take
or 151 to draw,
Yes.
which would make this possibly the worst bet 4 hours.
I do apologise if you are just tuning in. We are both myself and Gek are a little tired after that last round.
You don't need to
No, actually, it was. I mean, it was. It was fun to watch, although not necessarily an exciting game. I wouldn't say I was bored, but they could have chosen slightly more interesting strategies, I would say.
Yes.
There's a lot of ways that could have gone, both faster and possibly with more action. But in the end, I think Rusty and Places chose the correct strategy for the moment. It ended up winning them the game, so
Yes,
can't really
it
complain.
was just a long, drawn-out, grueling match.
Absolutely.
So, once again, just for people that are unaware, we are playing Kokan Pass. Flags in play are Stonebend, followed by Market and District Centre. Let's hope District Centre is managed to be capped by the Russians this game. Village and Grandel, again, let's hope the US forces manage to capture Village. And then Nova Isle. Last game, District Centre and Village were held by the opposing team for the entire game.
Absolutely, and just so I'm sure you're still on Russian side. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
Yeah, once again, I'm sticking with the Russian team. So last time I was with Rusty in Places. This time I'll be with Squad Beans, HSR, and SVG. Gek is over on the US team with Rusty in Places.
Yeah, and I think the way the team here is moving out makes me feel like they want to avoid what happened last time. It just sort of they're moving pretty strong to Village here. They want to avoid some sort of Russian
Yeah, copy that, we will do it.
Yeah, so far I'm a little confused. They've got the Russian forces are dropping a fob down and supplying it in Foxtrot 3 Golf 3 border. So Foxtrot 3-9 Golf 3-7 border that is now active, but there is no one yet on Stonebend. We have a full squad on District Centre and a BTR on Market.
Yeah, and U.S. forces have a Humvee with Aspen and Bull. They just dropped them off near Market here, actually, and they then dropped a rally point. So now there is a full squad of U.S. troops on Market here.
But you can see there is just over a full squad. We've got a full squad in the BTR still, and the majority of a squad as well spawned in.
Yeah, but this time, no rush. Can we get a hooray?
Bowl already goes down. BTR takes a hit.
Starts dropping off people. But right now is safe. And this one squad assaulting, actually now getting an FOB on that flag, and a huge amount of RIP troops now spawning on that flag.
Yes,
ready.
that is a lot of troops just spawned in. Fortunately and unfortunately at the same time, Market is one of the smallest cap zones in the game. It does only encompass one compound.
I'm taking my guys Market.
But right now, Russians are capping.
We're blocking this.
I mean, how can they not? They're the only guys on the compound there.
But Punisher leaves it.
Punisher leaves it for reasons unknown. He might not have realized he was the only one there.
So yes, that cap is no longer happening. No one is at district.
They got FOB on the market. A lot of them.
They've just called out the FOB on the market.
Realizing what's happening, they might want to attack that sort of location really, really fast. They know where that FOB is. They want to take it out before the situation can develop.
BTR throwing down supporting fire and taking a hit and goes down.
Please get that
Oh my goodness, the BTR goes down.
So 30 tickets lost.
Bad news.
First 5 minutes of the game, and they've already lost their BTR.
Yeah.
And there goes Village and Grandel.
Yeah.
So Rusty and Places are playing this game extremely aggressively. They want to take Market. They take Market. They'll have guys moving up, I'm assuming, from Grandel and Village towards District, where we only have one squad defending. A full squad has dismounted a transport truck looking at the map in Grandel, which will be a squad from HSR.
But there's no way for them to actually attack Grandel. I mean, you need both District Center and Market to actually attack the next flags.
Correct. So we've got a squad on defence at Grandel. The squads at Market are primarily down. There is only Revan and Shushti left up. Oh, and Kalba. So Revan, Shushti and Kalba left up, only 3 people left alive in the area of Market.
Absolutely, and no spawn point nearby?
We have no spawn point nearby. Closest spawn point is the fob up in Foxtrot 3.
Yeah. And RIP, and now the Humvee from RIP now getting some friendlies here.
Yeah, that they will be capping Market.
Yeah, and they are capturing, yes, exactly. And this is going to be devastating for the Russian side. They really need to counterattack pretty quickly, and I can see something mounting up here on the northeast side.
Yeah, a few guys up on the northeast side of Market, but not enough to deal with all this mass
down there
of American force.
Yeah, Logi truck is down.
Absolutely.
That was a Logi truck too.
That was a Logi truck. Okay, so no FOB in the foreseeable future here, thanks to Boyle here.
Okay, guys.
Managing to get 2 shots off on that Logi.
That means any FOB they place will have at least a 7-minute
Do you have any contacts?
activation period. So they're going to be reliant on rally points.
Yep. Boyle going down though.
You're probably looking about 25-30 seconds until Market gets capped.
Absolutely.
Only Shushti left alive up on Market. Oh, Shushti and Kalba are the only 2 people left alive on the flag.
Yeah, and they are not long for this world, the way this is going. I'm sure Shushti's just sitting tight.
We do have a transport truck coming up with 2 people in it. HSR, Everers and Chaos. On the western flank. They'll possibly be trying to get a rally point down, and there goes Market. So already we've had 3 flags capped by the US forces after their first flag. So yes, 4 flags out of the 6.
We are going to flank the...
Yep,
out of
4
the
out of the 6. Yeah, exactly. And this
Copy, I need to wait for my
is really good news. Right now, loads and loads of Russian forces now flooding in from Foxtrot 3, roughly. I assume there is a fob in this compound.
Foxtrot 3-7, right on the borderline.
Squad 4,
yeah,
Squad 4, can you
there is a fob there.
So
now the counterattack is coming in. District Center, however, still not under attack. I see US troops sort of pushing in.
There is only one squad defending. We do not have a BTR. We do not have a Logi truck.
And I think this is more what RIP had in mind in the first round as well when assaulting village there, or hoping they would get both of their flags and hold village.
But then US team, so Squad Beans and SVG, I think it was, held District Centre.
And that sums up the match, really.
It really does.
And but right now this is looking to be super exciting. How are you, like, in the first now 9 minutes? How are you looking on tickets?
We've already lost 70.
Well, we are at 486 tickets, so we've lost what is that, 15?
Yep, 14 tickets.
I was thinking about.
Well, yeah, I just lost the additional one, so it's
in
50.
that lone compound.
Yeah, 15 tickets we've lost.
Charlie 2 doesn't matter.
You're there.
Yeah.
What, 74 now?
There's a pretty decent counterattack now coming in from the northeast towards that market.
It is still alive on market.
And he is on flag now. That is very, very impressive, making his way.
And he goes down.
Yeah, but still an impressive, like, he was south of that flag.
To survive that amount of enemy contact and get onto the flag.
Absolutely. I mean, he would have to move. I'm just gonna say this for my recording right now. He would have to move from this compound here and into flag. So he was in the compound about south of flag. He'd have to cross the road, and this flag is crawling with U.S. troops.
And there is also the Crow's Humvee sat just to the south of the little village area, picking up people on that eastern side.
Oh my goodness, and that is
Demon
devastating.
Hunt again on the gun.
Yeah, and it's really, really tricky for them as well. They need that BTR now to sort of give them the space they need to attack. I mean, there is another huge counterattack coming in from the north now. Actually, really, really fortunate because a lot of the RIP troops are now focused on that northeast flank. But again, another Humvee here.
Squad 6,
looking at that northern flank.
We do have a fob just been placed on that northern flank up in Delta 3-7.
Who is supposed to be defending my east flank? They just pushed in from east.
So, SVG.
We were there, but I told you that we were moving to assist guys
I can't defend every doorway.
SVG are being pushed hard right now over on District Centre by Rusty and Placer. No one was on the east flank, so they did manage to push across the river.
Oh yeah, I see Moham now lying on the flank. He's taking shots though, and he goes down actually. Not able to hold it there.
Squad 6, are you guys holding for now, or not?
Can't really be sure. This could be really, really equal, but kind of looks like this flag might go.
Yeah, they are calling out in squad lead chats, asking if they are holding.
Roger that, we're pushing them hard.
And
that good idea. At least the fire
well,
team to
I
support them.
don't think they are going to manage it. They've got 3 guys left alive. A fire team coming in from HSR to help support, but there is a full squad up from Rusty and Places.
So squad was already stayed on defense for the FOB.
I mean, yeah, there are some I would say with these reinforcements they would hold, but there is supposedly another full squad's gonna spawn in on the intersection southwest of flag here. They are going to try and make their way in with the rest of RIP here. This could go either way right now, I feel. Until Squad 6 start to help out on this flag.
Yeah, right now though there is only one guy up on in the actual cap point. Call of Duty is not in the radius.
Yeah, but there's so many Russians
going
pulling
down.
In
Only Call of Duty left alive. All it takes is Rusty and Places to get into the flag, and they'll start to neutralise.
But look at this force now north of flag here coming in.
Someone calling out they could easily hold it if somebody held had held the eastern flank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you will notice how the
Rip will
Russians
be neutralized.
Yeah.
Yes, they are neutralized.
6 guys on flag. Yeah.
I just had to go drop below ground and check. They are neutralizing right now. Crunch going down to RMX.
Huge amount of people coming in from the north now.
There is a lot of... All I can see when I look over towards Market, though, is a mass of blue.
Yeah, and now calling for reinforcements. The guys on district are rushing in. Basically, there's now support coming in from the west side here.
Yes,
Squad 6 moving in.
4 guys. Oh, that'll have stopped the neutralization. That was a nice grenade.
Getting to him, yeah. Hollenfer, and I didn't see.
Wait.
I didn't see the other guys.
Yeah, the main. We would not
Yeah,
take
me neither.
it. Feel free to take.
But they do have a rally point on the south side here. They're RIP are spawning pretty close on the south side.
So the BTR and the Logi truck is now back at main. They're calling for that BTR
I need all my mans I have as soldier for CQB.
Calling for that BTR to come and support at Market against that Crow. There is a lot of Russian forces pushing in, but they are being held a fair distance, probably 50 meters away from the cap radius at least.
Yeah, but I mean, just making it sort of close to the compounds will count for a lot in these kinds of fights. As soon as you can get out of those open areas and into cover, I would say your attack is doing a lot better.
It all depends on how they manage it.
Yeah, RIP now asking for support on Market here, saying you need to pull back. We need guys on Market.
But the attack on districts is going fairly well. They keep taking down SVG. RIP did get quite a few replacements in though in the interval, so they've got guys that are fresh, whereas HSR, Squad Beans and SVG have all been playing for a couple of hours now.
Yeah, and if you will look into the sort of garage area on the south side of district here, if you look inside the garages, you will find an FOB. It's the garages on the north. There. Let's see.
Yep,
in there.
Where they're just spawning.
Yeah.
So that is an active FOB.
That is an active FOB helping the assault there. I at first thought it was a rally point. I checked my map, found out it was an FOB, and immediately got impressed. That is a very aggressive FOB right there.
Yes. The closest FOB for defense, as I said, is up in Foxtrot 3. So they are working on rally points in Foxtrot 3 keypad 1.
Yeah, but I mean they got denied pretty early with that a Logi kill made by Bull there early in the game.
Yeah.
Actually being quite clinchy, just destroying that Logi when they needed it the most.
That Logi has respawned and the BTR is back in play. It's now just passing Stonebend. So it's going to be hitting Delta 2 in a second. So it's coming in from the north. The FOB to the north of Market is now active.
But I mean, there are... Yeah, that Logi now being... No, that's an old vehicle. But there is a Humvee there. Shooting sort of...
28 minutes of play and we're already down to 333 tickets.
Then RIP has already made themselves a 100 ticket lead. We are at 437 tickets here.
So within the first 20 minutes of gameplay, it's already a 100 ticket lead, which is more than the last round had until the last 10-15 minutes or so?
I would say the last half hour. At that point, we had possibly 100 tickets. Well, maybe 10-15 minutes. Actually, yeah, 10-15 minutes. I think you're right.
It was around 40 tickets for the majority of the game. And
yeah,
it kept
40,
bouncing
between
backwards.
40 and 80 tickets, exactly.
Backwards and forwards for the first 45 minutes between teams.
Yeah.
There were a lot of assets and fobs, though, taken out towards the end by Rusty in places.
Yeah. And it appears both flags have sort of stabilized again. I mean, District is semi-stable and Market is really stable right now.
Yeah, the majority of Rusty in places do look to be focusing around Market. Whereas, looking at my map, the majority of Russian forces are really spread out. We've got guys in Delta 3, we've got guys at District, we've got guys in Gulf 3 and 4, a guy all the way down in Gulf 5, but Squad 6, which will be...
We need someone on the
SVG
flank of
are
the FOB
probably knowing where that fob is.
Oh,
Yep.
they do. They do.
That
That
fob
fob
is
was
marked.
unspawnable. Yeah, it was unspawnable for... It's now unspawnable again.
To establish a fire superiority west of Market.
Yeah, they're probably taking it down with just proximity.
Yeah, they are. They are. And right now they're trying to pull in, but they really need to throw a grenade in there. They can't just
they're all down.
lemon their way inside. That's not going to work. Oh, it did work.
It did work, yeah. I didn't think that was going to work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dead. Just trying to walk in here.
There's a lot of bodies here.
That would be
Punisher
acceptable.
is a medic and picking them up.
Get them up.
Yeah, but still. We now, though, have still another fob
Get him up, I'll heal him.
in the compound petrol station, if you know which one I mean.
Vaguely.
Petrol station is, if you check your map, it's where the my camera is hovering around now. There is another.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is another fob right here.
I thought that's where you meant, but I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, Hector 5, I guess. Ideal thing to.
So yeah, the flag is now extremely stable.
Yeah, RIP though. Sort of, they have
a one flag lead right now.
They have a one flag lead as well as the capture lead, I would say, and not to mention the ticket lead as well. And they won the last round.
Yeah, so like I say, 152 tickets for Hussarian Squad Beans and SVG to win by, 151 to draw. We're already at 308.
308. Okay, we are at 390 tickets, so they've actually closed the gap ever so slightly with that FOB probably going down, yeah. And they've also gained themselves a fair amount of calm now on District Center. They could just chill out. There's no U.S. forces anywhere near that flag.
Where exactly is the RIP FOB at Market?
The RIP FOB at Market is in Delta 4, keypad 8, subkey 3.
So it is marked spot on then?
Yeah, you are pretty much exactly looking at it.
I can hear it now.
Yeah, it is outside, just outside in the open, pretty much next to a tree or inside a tree.
Yeah, I see it now. I've gone higher.
Just hold district.
Yeah, so the marker's probably about 10 meters away from it, but close enough for them to narrow it down.
Oh, absolutely. Within that range, they would see it, and you have Decamp actually moving in on it. And Lezak
and Champ
close enough to hear it. Yeah, Champ is moving up, but getting shot in the back right here.
Bye, Bowl.
Bye, Bowl, exactly. The killer of Lodges.
That Logi destruction did make a difference. Looking at the map, there is 2 guys from Rusty in Places up around Charlie 3 area. I don't know whether they've been seen, but they are getting fairly close to the fob that we have.
Yeah. They're on the outside of the wall there. They're sort of just putting pressure on the situation. I'm pretty sure they've been spotted. At least Dr. Gal, who just shot a rocket at one of the murder holes, probably saw Zwax in there. He shot a rocket there and then went back down to chill.
So the fob is in this building, right where my camera is right now, in Delta 3.
Yeah. I see exactly what you mean. They're just saying fob is gone.
Any advance we try and send your way.
Yeah, they removed the FOB on market. So RIP now moved their own FOB on market.
Good call.
Like a position for me. Is it mine?
Absolutely.
Somewhere south of you on that side.
And right now they're going to replace the FOB.
I'm getting.
He's still shooting.
I want to see. Keep an eye on where. Oh, they dropped it exactly on flag in the flag compound there.
Ah.
Feeling that a centralized fob would be more secure, and I could agree with them there.
It is always risky to put a fob on point, but when you're this spread out and heavily entrenched, it could play off.
Absolutely,
All we
and
can
not
do
only
is
that.
wait and see.
Yeah, not only that, but you have this, especially on this flag, there's sort of 360 around it, but the risk here really is, when the enemy actually do overrun you, you suddenly you suddenly have no spawn point. You cannot counterattack that flag effectively, so as soon as they overrun you, they win the flag, which is the bad part.
They are calling out a enemy marksman somewhere to the southeast of District Centre, which is probably Trixie over there.
Southeast? Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That has to be Trixie, to be honest. There's
The only
no one
person
else
outside,
anywhere near.
yeah, only person I can see.
Yeah, but Trixie is no marksman. Trixie appears to just have spawned at the FOB and is moving, but is a medic.
So Trixie is once again a medic.
Yeah, moving towards Mark to the north there. If you
Trixie
yeah,
and Mark
look
going
in
on their
Fox
fob
2,
hunt again.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure they're trying to move in towards the FOB here in this compound.
Well,
they're closing in on either side.
The FOB is in that compound directly below you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it currently.
But yes, Mark and Trixie last round spent probably 15 minutes crawling through fields to try and take down an FOB. Almost got it down to then be shot.
Yeah, and Mark now should see Fresh and should realize that Fresh is only a 180 away from... Oh, and Fresh looking directly at Mark. Mark shooting Fresh here. And Luxon must have heard that. Yeah, Luxon, having heard that, starts moving north, but has Trixie at his back. Trixie, unfortunately, slightly too far away to be able to see him here.
We've got contact
but
on the
Mark
at,
is once again a squad lead,
3.
so he can't start digging the fob, but he goes down.
What though?
I don't know.
Must have been Lexon be able to. Yeah, Lexon did possibly have a shot at him there.
I didn't hear a shot though.
Throwing grenades in this compound.
Could have been some explosions or something. I mean, yeah, but Lexon moving directly up to where Mark's body is, probably confirming his kill.
But
he
Trixie
got the headshot.
Moving up.
Yeah. Trixie having some extra resistance here. Painterer, I guess would be the name. That's just grammatically impossible.
Trixie firing some rounds then, but I don't know at who.
Possibly just trying to get some sort of response fire. Kind of like a military Marco Polo.
So right now the district flag is completely secure. But also, market still looks fairly secure. Few guys down from both teams. But the majority of Rusty in places do look to be defending. We're at 30, just shy of 30 minutes, and we're already at 246 tickets remaining.
Yeah, there is 363 tickets here, so the ticket lead has increased to 120 tickets.
BTR has taken a hit, I think. I don't know from where, but a vehicle has just gone down.
That is true. It is. Let me have a look.
A Humvee of some form.
Yeah, but RIP knows.
That
RIP
was
now saying over squad comms that BTR just needs one more hit there, and it will go down.
That was the Crow's Humvee because Demon Hun was in it, and he was the gunner in the Crow.
Yeah. So, but that BTR now on the way back to main to repair there.
Halbert Dude and Hipfire Hippie, as well as G pushing in towards that fob location.
Trixie now getting close to Mark, by the way.
So yeah, a mass spawn on that fob just took out two guys that were pushing in onto the building it's in. So that fob is now, if it's not marked, it will be soon. In Delta 3.
It is absolutely marked. That FOB is marked pretty precisely where it is. I think there was a medic that's either on it or no, yeah. So that. Yeah. So they now have both the enemy fobs are marked. So both Fox 3 is marked exactly on the building and Delta 3 as well on the building. They know exactly where the enemy is spawning.
No fob markers on the map.
There's also some other suspected fobs here, but I mean, I'd rather mismark suspected fobs than mark no fobs, you know?
Yeah, I'd rather, personally, I'd rather mark too many fobs than not have any suspicions.
Yeah, absolutely. Up to a certain point, obviously, you don't want the map red with fob markers, but get the point. District, though, looking real secure. Mark and Trixie do up to their same old tricks. They've spawned now back at petrol station, moving north towards that FOB again.
Does seem like they are a fairly effective fob hunting team, the two of them.
Absolutely. Not really taking out that many FOBs, but finding them, sure.
Like we say, they were very close.
Yep, full cross here. Gonna come across Mark, or the other way around. Yeah, full cross definitely has heard.
Yeah,
and Mark goes down.
Watch out, we got already enemies. Echo
full cross, getting lucky there. But Trixie's still behind him. Saying she's waiting.
Maybe too far.
Calling out enemy contacts in Echo 3 Key 7, so have you got any guys around there?
Echo 7 Key what?
Echo 3 Key 7.
No guys there, but south of Echo 3 Key 7, we have players. But not exactly on the point described. They're not on that island.
That island is what is marked as having enemy contact.
Yeah, but no, they're just south of it. Black Panther there, and Dogbite. Those are the only guys around.
And then the guy
possibly
in the field.
Fiel. Yeah, possibly Fiel.
All spots, can you please
Name means
keep
mountain,
the
by the way.
enemies,
In case you're wondering.
the west side of market.
Calling out to stop wandering off the west side of market, HSR, because, well, every time that people stop looking west, Rusty and Places managed to start to try and push guys across them fields.
Oh, exactly, yeah, and now they're flooding towards those murder holes there.
And they have Humvee support.
Yeah, they have Humvee support, which makes it extremely difficult to use those murder holes.
And even just walking behind the walls with the penetration added to the game, occasionally you'll get hit.
Absolutely. They have infantry as well guiding their shots, saying, okay, Humvee, enemy on red smoke. Shoot at red smoke, yeah.
Hip fire taking out Cole through the murder hole. And having to bandage.
Oh, if you look north, you'll see there's a BTR there. It's now flanked. Shooting at that Humvee. Humvee's burning. It could definitely go down. But not yet sure.
Logi, don't drive. Say you Logi.
He is absolutely on the run here.
Keep it 3.
Do they have a repair station anywhere?
They do have a repair station inside here. Humvee desperately trying to make it there before the driver dies, but there's no real way of getting inside. You sort of have to come in from what appears to be the south side. It is extinguished, but I mean, if someone just looks at it wrong, farts in its direction, that Humvee is a goner.
But it has made it to the repair station.
Absolutely. And look at market here. Could not be more secure. There is not a Russian in sight anywhere.
Just like District, though. District has no... But... Districts, the forces are not actually on the point.
Well, there is one, I think... Tall... I have no idea how to say this name, so I'm just going to call him Taw. So Taw is actually on flag, but I mean, the amount of forces here are far less than the amount of forces that are actually on market for RIP here.
Yeah, if I'm looking at the map, we've got a couple of guys over in Gulf 4 on that east flank. We've got guys to the south. It looks like a FOB placement team going towards Tempest. They're just crossing the road south of that island in...
Oh, yeah. I'm looking right at them, yeah. They appear to be slightly stuck, though.
Yeah, they stopped moving trying to go up that road.
Yeah, it's not even a road. It's just a small embankment there. They appear to have gotten over. Yeah, that's definitely a FOB crew.
Yeah, because that is our Logi truck. So they may be trying to get a FOB down in Tempest and hit market from the south.
Yeah, which is not a bad idea. Multi-pronged attacks generally work more often.
But Dominator is to the south.
Yes, but I mean, if they drop a FOB anywhere close to where they are now, they'll be fine with him there. I mean, he will spot the attack coming, but it's still going to be a two-pronged attack. They'll just get slight forewarning.
But from what I can see, the majority of Rusty in Places forces seem to be defending market.
Absolutely. They are, but I mean, it can only hold for so long. Like,
we're
if you get
definitely over
attacks,
the halfway point of the game right now as well, because we're at an hour 22 minutes remaining, and we've got 154 tickets.
Yeah, and one more ticket, or if they lose two more tickets, they've basically just lost the game as well.
So yeah, three ticket loss and they draw. So they cannot have anybody die. They can't lose any vehicles or any FOBs for the rest of the game.
Yes, and we are at 314 tickets. So basically twice as many tickets for RIP right now.
Yep, and there's 149 tickets.
Yeah, so...
So Tactical Tuesday this week will be won by Rusty in places.
barring a small miracle.
Well, yeah, because obviously you do gain a small amount of tickets for capturing a flag. So barring a small miracle where they manage to capture the remaining flags that the US forces have, and not lose a single ticket or asset for the rest of the game.
That sounds correct.
Which, right now, I can't say I know what Rusty in places are saying in squad comms, but they must be feeling pretty confident.
Oh, they are absolutely... I mean, I wouldn't say they don't sound confident in squad comms, but they sound not panicked, very calm, and they're making basically constant tactical decisions. That's what it sounds like. They're basically just focused.
How were squad comms for SVG Squad Beans and HSR last game?
They were, I would say, calm, generally calm, but they were at times discussing, or there were basically two factions, one saying we need to attack, we're not winning, and the other saying no, we should just chill and see how this plays.
I think
but generally calm.
The biggest reason I ask is I'm hardly hearing any communication.
There was constant communication all through last night.
And as I say that, a couple of squads start talking to each other.
Yeah.
Watch out, south of the market for already enemies.
But right now, have they dropped an FOB on the south here?
Let me take a look. Yes, they have. It's right where you've gone past it.
Yeah, but that lodgy is on fire.
The fob is active, and it's in Delta 5-5. I'd say 2, right in the center of 5-5-2, like right on the line.
Yeah, I hear it.
You can see where Popo is, just there, right there.
Yeah, right. I'm looking at it. All right, so they have the FOB. They have the possibility to attack from the south, as well as the U.S. Lodgy now being flipped here near that Humvee.
But
I'll be
the
trying
fob to the north of Market is going down.
It is absolutely so. No more two-pronged attack. And even less tickets. But there are a lot of Russians here rushing in.
Yeah, the Russians have stabilized.
Bull going down, Aspen going down here.
Emwin going down, and Reaper.
Yeah.
They saved the fob.
They saved the FOB, so two-pronged attacks are back on the menu.
The fob had gone red, so it was below 50%.
Squad 2 is
absolutely,
the
and
south now safe.
It is. Yes, it is. It is under moderate fire, but it's spawned.
Squad 2 calling out that the fob to the south in Tempest Estate has been spotted. Saying it's not under fire, but they do know roughly where it is.
Yeah, that might be wrong because there are no markers for that FOB, and they are quick to mark their FOBs. Now, as I say that, I see that the FOB in Fox 3 is no longer marked. I'm sure it's still there, though.
Yes, it is. That FOB is still there.
Yeah.
But obviously marks do expire after a time.
They do, but I mean, the way Mark and Trixie are constantly trying to get up there, I'd assume he would remark it when it goes down, but... Right, so we now have the two-pronged attack here, coming in both south and north, which should change the dynamic quite a bit on the market defense.
112 tickets remaining.
287, I think... we can call the match. But this round, I think it's still up for grabs.
Yes, the round's still in the air, but the match
we're gonna destroy the fob
goes
in the
to
north.
Rusty in places.
I want to destroy
Absolutely.
the fob in the north.
And right now,
Try to
enemies
get
are removing a
India
fob. I'm
somewhere
hearing here.
southeast,
Enemies
maybe.
are removing. Oh, they're removing the fob on the north here. They're trying to save the
Southeast,
tickets, removing the fob on the north here. The Russians.
Go for final
So
pass.
it has not gone
We
to
have 100
halfway
minutes
yet.
left. Let's go for a final push.
They're saying, let's go for a final push.
Yeah.
So we should hold the fob here and push up to the south. So.
Aspen here. Trying to push in.
And goes
Getting
down.
taken out.
It's outside. It's outside.
Russians defending this fob now. Having learnt their lesson.
Get away.
They're throwing a grenade, but I don't know what So yeah, I'd say we are looking at a standard tactical Tuesday game length of an hour for this round, right up to now.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's you guys were at roughly 100 tickets left, or
We're at 101.
101. Yeah. So there you go. So it's gonna be a definite win here. 267 tickets. So this is gonna be over in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Unless their push does manage to take market, obviously that'd be a 50 ticket loss.
Yeah.
Balance the flags.
Yeah, but they'd have to do some serious. Because I mean, all right. Let me just describe the Rusty in Places tactic here. Okay, fine. They have a fob on their defense flag, but they've also got ammunition, vehicle repair stations, and fobs on both Village and Grandel. They are ready to defend at the moment's notice. They are not slackers here, or stuck in their own plans.
And we have a fob in Foxtrot 3, a fob in Delta 3, and one in Delta 5.
Mm-hmm.
So market is able to be hit from technically 3 sides. Yes, Foxtrot 3 is a fair run, but it is still, if you coordinate and hit them all at once.
Absolutely.
Leave very minimal support over at District. Because
but District isn't being attacked. There's nothing there.
Just leave a few guys over at District just in case, but use the rest of your forces and push in.
Absolutely, but you cannot. I mean, there's no way you can be sure the District is safe. I mean, because the way RIP are playing, at a moment's notice, they could just go. They could send 2 squads over there, just run across the field, and they'd be in there with at least 5 guys, before you know it.
And yeah, there's only a squad, not even a full squad, looking around defending District.
Yeah. And I mean, just look at the way the U.S. forces are defending here as well. Sort of, they have the flag, but they as soon as they noticed enemies coming from the south, they were attacking south.
And there goes down a vehicle.
The BTR?
I don't know what it was. It wasn't the BTR. It must have been a transport.
It was a transport truck. 4 guys in it. The BTR now shooting at that location, though. Yeah, that's a strange move there, rolling up there with a transport truck, especially with those sandbags there.
It got just through it and then sort of made a unintentional roadblock.
You focus on that BTR there, there's a Humvee quite close to it. A Crow trying to sort of get an angle on that Humvee. BTR has seen it, though. Buckles and Demon Hunter.
Is that BTR going to be able to depress its gun enough if the
Here's the thing. I've actually experimented with this before. If you drive a Crow straight up towards a Humvee, if you get it right up close to it, the Humvee can destroy the turrets of the Crow, but not destroy the Crow itself. With a regular Humvee, however, it will be able to kill the driver,
and the Crow
that's it.
goes down.
Yeah, but the BTR is on fire. It just needs that tiny little bit, and it's driving straight for those fortifications over there. Now turning off though, but it could still be hit, conceivably.
And there is no repair stations down.
Stops burning though.
So
BTR now pretty safe.
Yeah, fortunately it stopped burning, but only 50 tickets remaining.
50 tickets. We've got 224 tickets still remaining here for the US side.
So right now all it would take is one mad push to take a flag.
Yeah, and the Russians now pushing up. You remember where the US side used to have their flag or their FOB?
Yes.
Russians have pushed up to that position, and they appear to have been looking, but found nothing. There's a lot of action happening on that side right now. Full squad of Asaria just trying to make their way in on that side, facing heavy contact.
The defense does look very spread out. There is gaps, but they are all close enough to close the gaps if needed.
Absolutely, and I think most of the gaps are due to sort of that offensive style of defense, where you will have a squad that might be filling the northern gap, just instead pushing out to the north.
It's like right now the southeastern flank is open across that field to the southeast.
Oh yeah.
But somebody's obviously looking occasionally that way, because one of the guys from Hasaria just goes down on that island.
Yeah, it is the guys on the northeast side, sort of looking south over that field, making sure no one makes their way over. And the fob on Tempest Estate now marked as well. Ego Stein actually locating that FOB and is now sitting on it.
There is no one in the area to defend it.
There is Emik now pushing up, getting taken out. That fob is now officially camped.
Emik and Popo must have just spawned, because when I checked the map there was no one there.
Oh, Emik was just north of it, moving in.
Emo West is moving towards that fob.
Yeah.
19
Probably going to
tickets.
take it out. Now loads of guys spawning there, though. Ego Stein gonna have a hard time trying to re-secure this FOB.
There's 19 tickets remaining.
218 for the US side. This match is over.
That is just one FOB. Ego Stein going down.
West trying to push in. He's gonna have support from the north here. Winsky and Dominator coming in as well. 3 guys. But this fob is being spawned down now. That's gonna cost him a lot of tickets as well.
13 tickets remaining. We are on the final countdown now. And
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that as the silence of the squad leads in squad lead comms over here is speaking for itself.
Absolutely. It's just that last...
Popo was a squad lead and hasn't passed it over squad lead comms that the... Oh, Emu West goes down. Hasn't passed it over squad lead comms that the fob location is known.
Yeah. They might be wanting
But
to.
that
I mean,
could all come down to tiredness as well. This
yeah,
has
absolutely.
been a 3-hour game so far, counting the break.
Absolutely, and it's not only that, but it's also sort of just the fact that when you're close, you know that whatever you. Oh, there we go.
209 tickets for
GG.
Steam places do take the match and game.
Yeah, they took the match with roughly 360 tickets there total.
Yeah, 360 ticket victory.
Not bad at all.
So, thank you for tuning in to Tactical Tuesday. I was joined again by Gek. Pleasure having you along as always, Gek.
It was a pleasure being here.
And hopefully tune in next time.